Hello everyone, welcome to the Canadian Edge. We're going to be looking at another folder today, and this one is the Kershaw Skyline. The Kershaw Skyline has a blade length of 3.125 inches. Closed, it is 4.25 inches, sorry, and open you have 7.375 inches. It has a nice weight of 2.5 ounces. You can see it's a slim design on this. The steel on this is a 14C28N. It's a drop point blade. And the handles are G10 scales on them. And they have good texturing on them. We'll take a little look at those in a few moments. The pocket clip on this is right-handed carry, but you can carry it tip down as it is now, or you can change it around to tip up, depending on your preference, whether you like it tip down or tip up. But only the right hand carry, not left hand. And it is a flipper opening knife, which I really like, and it does have the dual thumb stud as well, and the dual thumb stud does act as part of the blade stop, so you can see that there. It acts as part of the blade stop against the body, and it is a liner lock. And it's easy to work one-handed, and it does have a lanyard hole at the back for those that like the lanyard hole. So as I say, it is a flipper opening. The pivot system in there is just 2 brass washers, and so it's not ball bearing or that. It's just got the brass washers in there, but even still it's a smooth opening knife. I like the chunk that it makes when it opens. It sounds good to me, and this is also kind of knife. The last couple days I've been playing with it, and it's kind of a fidget knife. It is fun to open. So yeah. So as I was saying, you can see the handles, if I can get the light right on them. Well, you can't really see the texturing, but it does have good texturing, and then it does have the deep finger hole on it, which allows for good grip, and the flipper is actually quite large, so it makes a good stop there, so you get a good grip when you're hanging on to the knife. Because of the flipper opening, you can use it ambidextrously, or the dual thumb studs. The things that I like about this knife is I like the look of it. It's got nice slim design to it. It's a pretty basic design, but it's a slim, elegant design. It would fall into my gentleman's knife category. So it's a good looking knife, even though it's a simple looking knife. It's got great grip on it, even wet. If your hands were wet, I think you'd find this an easy knife to hang on to. And with the flipper opening, it's easy opening. The knife takes very little effort, except when you hit things with it. It doesn't take a lot of effort to open. It opens quite easily. It's comfortable in your hand when you've got it open. Nice, comfortable grip. Again, the deep finger hole allows for a good grip on there. It fits well in your pocket, again, because it's thin and slim. There's no real protrusions to get hung up in your pocket other than the flipper, but they've rounded that nicely so it doesn't catch on things. And it's a good size. It's not a huge knife, but it's a mid-size folder, so nice size to it. The things that I'm not really crazy about, and it's not a big deal, I prefer a deep pocket carry with the pocket clip, but because of the design of this knife, that might be a little more difficult to do, just because there's no straight lines or that you can make this a deep carry. It would be a little more difficult. And the thumb studs, because of how it's designed, you just get the top of the thumb stud when you are using the thumb stud. Sorry, there we go. So it's not super easy, at least for me, to use the thumb stud. That's why I'm glad the flip open, it makes it so much easier. So maybe change the thumb stud out a little bit. You're, like I say, you're just getting the top. You can get the top of it and open it, but it's it's not the easiest of opening with the thumb stud. But again, the flipper makes it super easy to use. Let us look at how the blade does for sharpness. So I think that this has a, well, maybe. It does cut the paper, although there seems to be a little bit of a burr on the blade there. See what it does with a little bit of nylon cord. I went through that pretty easy. How about a zap strap? Check that out and see how well it goes through that. Oh, went through that pretty easy. And this paracord cuts that fairly easy. So it does have a decent edge, and you can keep a decent edge on it. So that's not a problem. You can see it does have the Kershaw on the blade, and I don't know if you can see it on the pocket clip, but it also has Kershaw on the pocket clip. So Kershaw Skyline, it's not a bad knife. I find it a comfortable knife in the hand, easy flip open. If you had to do maintenance on this knife, it's easy maintenance. There's 3 screws that hold it together. You got 2 scales that come off, and then you're at the blade. So it's not a hard knife to maintain if you have to do any kind of maintenance on it. So yeah, it's an all-around good little knife, and it would make a great EDC for anybody who was looking for it. I should mention too that these knives are discontinued, but they are still easily available. I've seen a few of them online, and you can get them still at some sporting goods stores. So the Kershaw Skyline. Well, thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this review. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Leave a comment for us. We'll do another review in a couple days, but until then, stay safe and stay sharp.